Hello everyone, and peace of Christ all of you. I hope my voice is coming good and clear. Please let me know if you have any difficulty from your side. Today we have a very interesting topic which is will benefit for you for the rest of your life, will benefit your career, will benefit your knowledge. Actually, the topic today, it can solve our problems with global warming, poverty. I don't know. I mean, I cannot even count, you know, money issues. Like, any one of you have money issue problem, like, cannot pay your bills. So today our topic is really, really very sensitive. Somebody, he sent me an article, and this body is a Muslim. And this Muslim, he said to me, it sounds like he's a decent, he want to learn. He said, well, if Muhammad is not really a true prophet, how you explain, those Western writers, authors, writing articles about Prophet Muhammad? And to be honest with you, it's hard to answer. I mean, he got a point. Prophet Muhammad is not like anyone. Maybe you like him, maybe you don't like him, maybe you agree, maybe you don't agree, but still he is the top and the top of everything. And we will go about some of the top Prophet Muhammad he present. Let us go first to the article which he sent me, because it's fair to take look over what he posts, right? I mean, what he showed me. All right. So the article in front of you saying what writers and historians has said about Prophet Muhammad. And as you know, I am a writer, so I have the right to put my say too. What writers and historians have said about Prophet Muhammad? And you see here the history, big writers. I mean, come on, look at them. American author and historian James McIntyre, I don't know what his name is. What he said, let us see. He is an author and historian. Muhammad, the inspired man who founded Islam. You Muslims, the guy, he just said he founded Islam. That's mean Muhammad is a fraud. Isn't it you Muslim claim that the first Muslim was Adam, and then his son Noah, and then all the way to Abraham? I mean, we did not even start yet. Okay, he was from an Arab tribe. That's the discovery historian. He said that. You know what? I don't know. I thought he is from Chechnya. He looked like a from Chechen. Like he's looked like this. What his name? The guy, he ran away. I should make a video about it. Did you see what happened to those potatoes from Chechen? Man, they run like puppies. The Ukrainian, they fought at them. And the heroes of what his name? This guy. We will send army even to Poland, and anyway, different topic. So he was an Arab from an Arab tribes that used to worship idols, orphaned by birth. You know what I heard about orphan? They are not by birth. Orphan by birth. What does that mean? Oh yeah, he was born 4 years after his father's death. Okay, he was always practically solicitors of the poor and the needy. Where is that coming from? The widow and the orphan. By the way, I don't think even we can find what they are saying. But anyway, you see, and here, like, there is author after author. All of them, they are speaking great about Muhammad. But isn't it funny, Muhammadan, that you are quoting few, if they are true, saying this, because we know that you have history of lying. As an example, The Muslim, they say, George Bernard Shaw, he said, if a Prophet Muhammad was exist, he can solve the problems of the whole world in the morning while he's drinking his coffee in 10 minutes. All the problems. When we find that George Bernard Shaw, he never have such a statement, and the book they mentioned, it never exists. And not only that, actually, he attacked Islam. But let us go and be more realistic. Here you are giving me no information, no details. What is that? This is historian? I mean, those things we can get them from Mickey Mouse cartoon in 2 seconds. What is this? Let us go to the real history. Who is this guy? Many of you might think he is Alexander the Great. Many of you might think that he is a Western. This is Abu Bakr. This is Abu Bakr as-Siddiq. They call him Siddiq. Why? Because he believed in the Prophet. Okay, he believed in what exactly? Yeah. According to Muhammad, that Shaitan is a black man. And he is the one who will try to destroy the Kaaba. And he is from Ethiopia. Okay. Let us continue. The mermaids. Maybe I should not share this picture with you because none of you deserve it. I think I'm the only one deserve to see this. Guys, are you focusing with me? I don't know if I can make the picture bigger. I cannot. Can I make the picture bigger? Hold on. No, I cannot. Hold on. I just ruined it actually. Instead of making it nice. What? Okay. Mermaids. If we believe in Prophet of Allah Muhammad and his power in sex and bedroom, Allah, he said that he will give him the power of 4,000 men of effing. I mean, what the F of God idea is coming from? So in heaven, brother, there is a lot of women waiting for you, and they are naked. They are ready for boom boom. I mean, if you don't believe me, we have the reference. I don't see why historians are not talking about them. And those, by the way, mermaid, but they are in heaven. They are not in the water. Okay, okay. Who of you here is not? Who of you is like too young? Who are you too young here? If you are under 17, ladies, if you are under 17, give me one. Do we have anybody under the age of 17 here? Give me one. I'm talking about women now. If you are under the age of 17, please give me one. Let us see how many of you are under the age of 17. Okay, well, we have a lot of ladies who's under the age of 17. Okay, well, we will count their numbers and then we will see what we will do with them. If you are over the age of 17, give me one too. Okay, smash Allah, we have a lot of people over the age of 17. See, the number is big. And you might ask me how I know now who is 17, who is not. Everybody is giving one. Well, this is the inspiration of Allah. And this is where the next topic will be. Like, like maybe they are all look the same. All of them, they voted one. However, there is difference between one and one. As an example, there's one of you is one in too many times. That is a one of somebody is obviously is older and he's lying. See? Brain. MashaAllah. MashaAllah. We are the Arab, we are the best, forget about the rest. Now we go here to the people of Gog and Magog. All historians, they were astonished. How in the world Prophet Muhammad, he was able to find about Gog and Magog. And by the way, this is Mr. Gog. Now I did not show you Mr. Magog yet. I mean, come on. Gog and Magog, they are two tribes, and like each one of them, he have like the top of the tribe, like let me see if here we go. This is, man, this guy is the guy. Prophet Muhammad, he discovered that there is tribes, and there is a historian, his name Dr. Yasir Qadi, who he founder of the whole of the narrative organization institute. He was like hitting his head in the wall. He did not know how to throw the ball. So after we, the study carefully, we as a historian, we come to the conclusion that Gog and Magog is a true story. And those who deny it, they are a bunch of ignorant and they are tyrant, from the word, by the way, tyrant, coming from Tainalol, in case you do not know. Because we historian, we know all the origin of anything. Like you can give me any name, we can give you the origin of it because we are inspired, but we are Arab. Allah, we speak Arabic, and we can spy at Allah. And by the way, who is the one who discovered that if Shaitan, he tried to spy at Allah, Allah will throw at him a lamp, which is a star? Prophet Muhammad. But going back here in the Gog and Magog, come on guys, just behave for the sake of Gog and Magog. I mean, I will open the door. Honestly, if you guys don't behave, I will open the door of Gog and Magog and bingo. I'm telling you, there's no joking. Look at this guy in the, like, oh, man, what happened to his head? Well, what do you expect? Those are Magog. The otherwise Gog. So Magog, like like his head looked like a mug, Gog, Mag, yeah. So here you will see, like at the other one, look at the other one, his head looked like, those coral in the ocean, because you live in the ocean. This ship, they are like, nobody see them. Nobody can see them, brother. Where are they? And Zulkarnain, he built a dam between them. Now, who is Zulkarnain? Here we go. This is Zulkarnain. Let me introduce to you the Zulkarnain, who is the most famous person in the world. Zulkarnain, when he arrived, because he conquered everywhere, and as you see in the picture here, there's the ocean. He found that the sun set where? In hot boiling water, not the ocean, spring. This is ocean now. So like when he passed the ocean, he found a spring, and behind the spring, he found a spring, sprinkler. I mean, the thing, So Zulkarnain, which our friend here, which all of you, yeah, okay. See here, this is what I don't like. There's people who try to change history, okay? There's people who try to change history, and they try to fool you. Here we go. This is one of them. Tamara, she said that this is Jack Sparrow. Who is going to believe you? Which one is telling the truth? Tamara or a prophet of Allah? You, brothers and sisters, be the judge. This lady, she just said that this guy in the screen, he is Jack Sparrow. First of all, Jack Sparrow, the one you are talking about, me and him, we did many movies together, because this is one of the business I used to do before. Like when I, when I was with the, the queen who died a few days ago in Barcelona, and then her son became king. His name is Charles Preston. So anyway, we used to go and do piracy together. We do piracy, and then Jack Sparrow, the real one, we shot him. Is gone. It's not there. It's not exist. This is the true Alexander the Great. And you people are mentally ill. You take too much hashish, and let me call it, you are lucky that Ali Dawa is busy now. Why you need to understand? Why you need to? I don't know how to make his voice because he's so too much feminine. Unbelievable. So anyway, look at this idiot. Aha, now here we go. Now we get help and support from true brothers, and we have here Jacqueline Sparrow. Are you sure this is not Aladdin? Aladdin? You guys are very funny. May Allah make your nose longer. You're a liar, So anyway, Zulkarnain, and by the way, look here you go. You see why I have this thing in his head? He is because he was like he have trying to hide the two horn. He have two horn. I mean, just think about it. You are a young man, and you want to go between all those females, and you have two horn. I mean, come on, Who is going to talk to you? Like you go to a coffee shop, you know, you look at those girls and you say, hey, you want to talk to me? They look at your horn, you look like a cow. So he put this, you know, red thing in the top of his head and put like those, you know, his things like coming from India, blah, blah, blah. So people will not focus in his horn, they will focus in those things, you know. So anyway, I hope you are enjoying history now. This is history. So Zulkarnain, he found where the sun set, and he found next next to it, you know, not next to it. He found next to it, yeah, places, people. But when he continued the other trip, you know, he found the people of Gog and Magog, and then he built a dam. But here, before he built the dam, he met with people who cannot understand the word. This one on the left is the one who don't understand the word. That's why he's shouting at him, as the Quran says, if you remember. You know, in case you have a bad memory, let me refresh your funny memory. Chapter 18, verse number 86. Pray for a Christian in Indonesia, Siligan city. Abdul are not allowing. My friend, you should not let Abdul do as they wish. You know, you Christians should gather and build the church, they like it or not. You know, don't let them intimidate you. This is your right to worship, the same as they have the right to worship. You worship. Fear no one. We continue our topic. Enter when he reached the sitting place of the sun, which is very well known. But after Zulqarnain, he found the place. Before, nobody knows. There's many kings. Like, it took Joe Biden more than 40 years to find his way to the White House. But he was not able to find where the sun set. However, Zulqarnain, because he's a messenger of Allah, he was able to find the you know, where the sun set. And as you see, this is what historian confirm. He found it sitting in a spring of a black, muddy, between two bracket, or hot water. In fact, you have to put hot water without a bracket, because this is what it says. Aynun hamia. So historian from around the world, especially from China. I have a friend, he's an historian from Chinese. His name is Bruce Lee. I don't know if you heard of him. He's very famous. But people, they know him more because he was like a singer. This is the only part they knew about him, that he was a singer. But in fact, my friend, the historian Bruce Lee, this is why his name is Bruce and Lee, you know. He lee around the bushes and he find the history, like he dig and, you know, and he jump over the bushes like, oh, ha, he, you know, and, you know, like he discover history. So when Bruce Lee, my friend, you know, like the first time he called me, at that time there was no phone, by the way. He called me, he sent, you know, like those, you know, what they call them, you know, the chicken, you know, Chinese chicken. In some countries they call them pigeon, which is not true. They are chicken, really. I mean, come on, we are the one who made them. So anyway, so he sent me one of the chicken, and it have a letter, you know, letter in Chinese. Me myself, because at that time I don't speak good Chinese, because I'm originally from Japan. Took me a lot of time to read it, you know, because we read in Japan from down to up. In China, they read from up to down. So I did read it in the opposite direction. So he said to me, in the way I understand it, he found that the water mud sit on the sun. And I was like, what the heck? I mean, he found water hot, muddy, black of spring in sitting. It found it, you know, it did not, like, you know, I could not swallow it right now. I cannot swallow anything, especially like, okay, let me, if you don't believe me, I can swallow anything. Let me borrow money from you, like Prophet Muhammad. He borrowed from the Jews and then he killed him. Anyway, so then by time, you know, I met him, because there's no like WhatsApp and, you know, etc. You know, stuff. So I met with my historian friend. I forgot what was his name. Yeah, Lee Bros. Yeah, because there's two, by the way, is Bruce Lee and Lee Bros. Lee Bros is his cousin. So we met together, and he was, I went to him, I received a letter from your cousin, but I didn't understand what he's saying. Maybe he was drunk when he wrote it, so he'd read it for me in the correct order. So he said, no, he found it sitting in a spring of black, muddy, hot water. Then, like, bingo, I got it. And it was amazing discovery. And until now, actually, the Chinese, they have like in the New Year, which happened like almost every day in China, they celebrate the Dragon Day. Why the dragon? Because the dragon, when he was walking in the, he don't, the dragon is stupid, So he put his foot in the muddy water. He thought it's just a muddy water. He did not know it's so hot. So he burned his foot, and since then the dragon is not eating anybody in China, and he ran away. So this is why, like, they come with that, like, the dragon year. I don't know. Some of you might be a rat year. Okay, rat year is a different story. If you want to speak about the rat, Prophet Muhammad is the only one who discovered that Allah, he cursed the Jews and he made them rats, brother. And this is proven historically. I will type rat in English in front of your eyes. I'm not adding things, I'm not taking things. Here, Prophet Muhammad, he said, nobody knows those things. I mean, how does guy he come with those things? I mean, you might like him, not like him, but the truth is the truth, and you cannot run away from two things: your wife, your mother-in-law, and the bills. So, and now you add Prophet Muhammad. Okay, so here it's Prophet Muhammad, he said, where is the hadith? What the heck? Where is the, here we go. We found the hadith. And now most of you will be shocked how beautiful and how amazing this discovery is. The Prophet said, "Cuz why you are laughing? I mean, come on. This is very serious. I cannot believe it. People are laughing. I'm sharing with you true stories. History, this is history. Is that what happened when you enter a university of a Bruce Lee? You laugh? No shame these days. No shame. What we can say, Anyway, later I will charge you for it. The Prophet said a group of Israelis were lost. Nobody knows what they did. But by the way, take a note. Nobody knows what they did. That until now is a mystery. And here you see a point of honesty of Prophet Muhammad. He don't add things, claim things like, Trump, he took the document, he put them in his bedroom, and the wife, she have her panty over top secret, and and Chinese, they were spying at the panty of Trump wife, and then they were able to scan through the panty, see through panty, the document top secret, and they took it, and now they are making a new clear weapon. I hate you. I know you hate me. I know. Okay, so nobody knows what they did. Take a note of that. This is like nobody knows. Right? I'm telling you. Even Prophet Muhammad. I hate myself. Oh boy. So even Prophet. But guys, don't stop laughing at me. Come on, shame on you. Do you want? Okay, hold on. If you laugh at the Prophet Muhammad or at me, you might go asleep. This is what happened once. There's a guy, he laughed at the Prophet Muhammad. You believe it or not, Allah punished him, and he woke up in the morning, he looked like him. I'm just warning you, it's up to you. So take a hike. So anyway, nobody knows what they did, but I do not see them except they were cursed and changed into rats. And here the history point and the science of observation. Many of you do not know how to observe, and how to read history, okay? Because most of you are not educated. Okay, how many of you here, he used to have P in his classroom? P. Okay, you have a P. Okay, I got you. How many of you used to have H? Okay, we have 3, 4 have H in their classroom. Okay, how many of you used to have D? All of you. That is coming from a person, he have a PhD. So this person, Prophet Muhammad, he have all those great. He have the P, he have the H, he have the D. At that time, when there's nobody knows, and by the way, you do not know how to write, how to read, you believe it or not. So Prophet Muhammad, who do not know how to read and write, he was the first laboratorian. He created his own laboratory. So he, was watching the rats. Okay. Actually, it's amazing that now certain physicists, they use rats for in the laboratory. Where they learned that? From Prophet Muhammad. So Prophet Muhammad was observing the rat movement and what the rat do, like their dance, their sexual life, their exchange of, rat, by the way, they have currency. I don't know if you know that. Like rats, okay. If you are a rat, you go to the store, you tell him, I will give you a cheese. I stole it from the house I live in. And what you give me in return, he will give you a cheese from Italian guy. So like the cheese, this is like the currency. Anyway, so then Prophet Muhammad, when he said this, people were astonished. So they were cursed and they changed into rats. And now Muhammad is giving you the scientific reasoning for that. If you put the milk of she-camel in the front of a rat, it will not drink it. But if you put the milk of a sheep, it will drink it. So Muhammad thought about it. The Jews, it's forbidden for them to drink camel milk. The rats are not drinking camel milk. Conclusion. You know what I'm saying? Okay, you do not know what I'm saying. What's wrong with those people? They don't know what I'm saying. See, the problem is that most of you are not educated and you do not know the academic way of finding, like this is logic. Like rats don't drink camel milk. Orthodox Jews don't drink camel milk. Conclusion, those rats, they were cursed and they become Jews. True story. And then, we go back to where we've been, where we stopped. I don't know, we are switching all over the place because the history of Prophet Muhammad is beyond imagination. Beyond imagination. Prophet Muhammad, he told us about creatures nowhere to be found. And there is a reason for that. There's a very strong reason for that. Sometime you might ask yourself, why Prophet Muhammad didn't tell us where we can find those people? That because you are first ignorant and not smart. I will tell you why. Don't be offended. Prophet Muhammad, he gave us really where we can find them, but he did not give us the attitude. Okay, the attitude and latitude, he did not give us that. He told us that he found them where the sun rises. Until when he came to the rising place of the sun, he found it rising in people whom Allah provide them no shelter against the sun. Now imagine you are living next to where the sun set. Why in the world you want a place, you want a shelter? Because there is no sun anyway. This is sitting. The sun is there, is always cool. Unbelievable. So beautiful, Can you increase what? Can you increase the sound a bit? My guys, my sound is not good. AB. Okay, now you remind me of some other historian discovery which maybe can help you in your case. According to Prophet Muhammad, Shaitan, he pee in your ears and he sleep in your nose. So I'm assuming that everybody he hear me fine except you. Why? Because you committed a crime. Shaitan, obviously, got busted. We know what happened now. So Shaitan, he did pee in your ears yesterday when you were asleep. Okay, or maybe when you are awake. You never know. These days, I mean, things happen. You don't know who's awake, who's not these days. So what happened here? I keep moving my place from place to place. Okay, that's better. So don't listen to anyone who said the sound is not good. Those people are victim of shaitan hippie in your ears, and this is what historian reported to be true. Actually, there's a scientist from a city in Brazil. It's called the Kuala Lumpur, Brazil. So this guy, he wanted to check if Prophet Muhammad is lying. He's a Buddhist, Buddhist man, Buddhist. So what he did, he went to the most advanced country in security camera, Somalia. So he went to Somalia. They have a very high technology there. So he told them, I want a security camera because I want to check if really shaitan, he piss in the ears, and he sleep in the nose, as the Prophet Muhammad said. However, in Somalia, they told him, we have uh, a camera, nobody have it yet. And this one is made specifically for Satan. Like it's made for that. So here we go. Mention was made about in the presence of Messenger of Allah about a man who slept all night until the morning. He said, this man whose ear the shaitan has urinated. I don't know if you can hear it, by the way. If you are a person who is not heavy sleep, you can hear like there again, the shaitan piss, because it make music, because he have a sound of a bell. As you see, all this is Sahih Hadith. Look how many, unbelievable. All right, yeah. Now, as long we are talking about this, excuse me, I need to find you something else for this. This is very special. I don't know what to say, what to do now. Let us see. I'm typing in Arabic in a screen. What? Why I type in Arabic always when I want to type in English, and when I type in English when I type Arabic. Okay. Let me help you with this. Okay. Maybe that will work. I'm not sure. Have patience. No, this is not the one we want. Let us see this one. Okay. Now, all of us, we knew that historian reported a lot of things about Prophet Muhammad, and later it was discovered it to be true. And this is what we're talking, our topic about, today. Let's see this one. Are you guys enjoying this history channel today? I hope so, because the purpose of our history channel is to teach you about history and science and all mixed together. So like later you grow up, you became adult, mature, and you are a smart person, not like your brother or sister. I know them old. So look what happened here, brothers and sisters. Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, he discovered that the black dog is Satan himself. Why? Not because Prophet Muhammad is racist. Okay? I don't like those comments who are making fun of true history. You guys, you know what? You will be punished for that one day. National Geographic, the Zoo of Muhammad. What's wrong with those people? What National Geographic Zoo of Muhammad? This is, hold on, this is truth. This is found. Okay, hold on. If you ask the guy whose name is what? Ustaz Somad. I used to read his name Somad, But since I found the story about Zulqarnain that the sun hide in murky water, they tell me that his name is Somad. So anyway, Prophet Muhammad, because he's very scientifically accurate and he studied the DNA, he's deep. So he come to the conclusion that black dogs are shaitan. Now, if you look with me in the eye, look at this dog in the eye. You will notice, look at the eye, you will see the mustache around the mouth. Because if you look at the mustache, you will not see, you will not be able to see them. So you need to focus. We Muslim, we focus in the correct location. So look him at the eye, and then you will see the mustache. Did you ask yourself why a dog have a mustache? Let us be honest here. Why in the hell a dog he have a mustache? What he's doing with it? I mean, I know like men, they see a beautiful girl, they start touching their mustache, and like he's the man, like in the old days, like when I was alive, long time ago, like he touched his mustache, like I'm the man. A dog, he is doing that for what? Huh? I will tell you the reason. This Satan, he was the snake who Allah he found in the heaven. She allowed the shaitan to go inside her, and since then, when shaitan he get in, he came out, but he took the mustache from the snake. Okay, and this is why he have a tail. Originally, shaitan don't have a tail, so he took the mustache and the tail from the snake. And those eyes, unbelievable, alhamdulillah, I don't have those eyes, alhamdulillah. Anyway, so like if we go back to the hadith, they ask Prophet of Allah, what the heck is the difference between a black dog and a yellow dog? Which is a very good question, by the way. So the Messenger of Allah, he said, when any one of you stand to pray in the front, then he screened himself from a black camel and from a saddle and from a woman, female, because all of them, they are the same for Muhammad. Women, a donkey and a black dog. You know what? Prophet Muhammad, he did the right thing. He put women and donkey and black dog in the same category. And I will explain to you, like what is the consequence? I mean, no, not the consequence. Yeah, when I wrote the book of Shakespeare first time, my real name used to be Shakespeare. So I know I changed it. But now the reason Prophet Muhammad, he put like women and donkey and black together. At that, in the old days, the first thing your wife she want from you, a donkey. Because if the husband is not there, she will ride who? The second thing she wants is a black dog. Why? If Muhammad is not there, how she will scare the hell of everybody? So now a woman, always they accompany in the time of the Prophet by a donkey and black dog. So Prophet, he want to like, okay, category, let us categorize them, and then, like put them together, and alhamdulillah, mashallah, women and donkey, if they walk in front of you, they are going to hold on, let me read this word. Give me a week. Noli feed. No. This is not Baba Noel, no. Noli. Okay, this is Noli feed dawa. Noli dawa, like Ali dawa. So if a woman and they walk in front of you and a dog and a donkey, your prayer, Noli and feed. Okay, which means like get lost. So and then they ask him, Prophet, okay, what is the difference between a black dog and yellow dog and the red one? Prophet Muhammad, as always, he's a very deep thinker. He said, the guy, he said to him, I asked him the same question you asking me. He said, the Prophet said the black dog is shaitan. And now, after all those years, it's proving to be true, okay, that black dog is shaitan. So add this to the list of history and historian and scientific discovery. Red dog is not shaitan. White dog is not shaitan. Yellow dog is not shaitan. Who is the shaitan? Is a black dog, because Muhammad is not racist. No. So shaitan is a black man. Black dog is shaitan. I mean, Muhammad is not racist at all. Okay, we continue with our history classroom. And you know, we are you guys having good time? Should I finish for today? Uh, Guys, let us make a vote. If you like me to stay, give me one. If you like me to continue, give me one. If you are not bored, if the information is not too much for you, the information, you know, in case you are French, like I speak French, you know, by the way. Like, you know, by the way, if you want to speak French, it's very easy. Just add Lou before any word, like Lou Mohammed. That's French. Lou stupid. Lou idiot. Lou false prophet. We made perfect French now. Okay, the one, oh man, a lot of people give me one to stay. Okay, now the one who don't want me to leave immediately give me one, two. All of you want me to give one, two? Okay, so I'm leaving. Thank you very much. I cheated. I cheated. I'm really bored. Anyway, so okay, where we stop in history? I don't know. I mean, the historian they have a lot of to say to the Prophet Muhammad. I mean, who can beat this guy? I mean, this guy he beat on everything, you know. Uh, uh, Let us talk now about historian and who is the most famous historian for biology? Give me his name. Just give me his name. Hmm? Biology. You know, biology, by the way, is an Arabic word, which means bio-iji, you know, like بدو you know, بدو so which means he is going to come over, like, you know, biology. So he's going to come, and come, not come like coming to visit you, like come as an orgasm. Okay, بدو يجي. Okay, so Muhammad, he is the first one who came with this conclusion. So he said to himself, you know what, I'm going to tell people how the baby is made. Now many of you uh, exactly. Thank you. We asked who is the most famous biology scientist. Our brother here, he gave us a perfect answer. You won one-way trip to Afghanistan, my friend. Don't forget to leave your name. Player Faint, thank you very much. You are the winner, and you is going to go vacation, a lot of fun to Afghanistan, one-way ticket because you will never back anyway. So thank you for the answer. Zakir Naik is the most well-known biology, scientific, you know, information. Uh, let us find Zakir Naik, you know, discovery. Okay. Here, this is Zakir Naik when he was young. Okay, just to let you know. But many of you do not have this picture, but you know I have it because you know we used to be like friend together. And then when he started getting money, he went to make surgery and he put like hair and etc. True story. So Prophet Muhammad is the only one who found the answer for, like, you know, in America, if you live in America, you go like to anywhere, like any companies, government, like you go to the Department of Vehicle. They have a number like first come, first serve. First come, dirty, very dirty. First come, cum. Okay, so first come, first serve. Prophet Muhammad is the first one who come with first come, first serve. So he discovered that a woman, if she have orgasm first, the baby will look like her and will be a female. Uh, if the man have he come first, the baby will be a boy, and he will look like the father. Here, as an example, this is Sahih Hadith. And historians around the world, they were astonished with this information, and they did not know what to do. Now, all of you, okay, I want you one by one to tell me. You know what? Let me ask a questions, one person at a time. Uh, who is here? Who is here a male? Give me one to, if you like me to put your name on the screen. Male person. Male, not, I'm talking about male like a post office male. I'm talking male as a man, okay? So if you are a male, you want me to put your name in the screen, give me one. I will give you example. You will be like our living example to explain what's happening. Anyone? Okay, we have Jacob. Okay, Jacob. Okay, Jacob Matthew, he gave me one. Jacob, you are very cheap. I mean, come on, go give 10, give 7. And what you will lose, man? Anyway, Jacob, what you can do? Jacob is a cheap. What you can do? Hey, girls, don't marry Jacob. He will go to the coffee shop and he will buy one coffee for himself. Unbelievable, Jacob. What you do, man? How you do that? Unbelievable. Anyway, we will keep it between me and you two. So listen, Jacob. According to Prophet Muhammad, with my respect to your parents, your father, he has orgasm first. Yes. Your parents, they cannot hide the truth from you no more. I know you were not exist at that time. I know you were not even there. I know you have no idea what they are doing in the dark because Joe Biden was a president. There is no electricity. However, brother, your father come first because according to Prophet Muhammad, if the father come first, the baby will be Jacob. How many of you hate me? Just be honest. Shall I stop? How many people are watching? Only 548. You know, people, they watch comedy show and they pay for it a lot of money. People don't donate, they don't do anything, they don't share a link. And look, we have only, and on top of that, they don't invite their friends. 548. What the heck? I mean, if it's a video about a panty, you will get more people. By the way, talking about panties, what historian did not report was, and this is, you know, a point of history, a change of history. We have to be honest here, you know, that the only prophet in history of mankind who was accused of stealing panties, you know, I searched for a picture of panty, I saw a naked girl. What the heck is that? You know, I'm so glad my mom is not here. Hold on. Dirty internet. This is a panty fit for the time of the prophet. Okay, hold on. This is perfect. And that will not hurt anybody feeling. Oh boy. The only prophet between all mankind who his followers accused him of stealing the underwear, it was Prophet Muhammad. And this is a point which is really only all inclusive to Prophet Muhammad. Okay? Now, you might ask yourself, why brothers and sisters like Ali Dawa, Mimi Hijab, Susu Dudu's Mimi, they accuse the Prophet of stealing underwear. Everybody knows that the Prophet, he have a weakness. Everybody have a weakness. Let us be honest. Like, I have a weakness for baklava. Some, you know, I have a friend, he have a weakness for hummus. Some people, they have weakness for you know, abortion. They want to abortion, like they go have sex, and then, you know what, we don't want to get rid of the baby because I don't know, I'm free, my body is free. Nobody have a weakness. Remember that? Prophet Muhammad, he have a special weakness. So he was, you know, he took, and they accuse him that he took, and because he have history, you know, everybody of us has history. You know, he was arrested many times for stealing underwear. So the Quran, Allah, when he heard the news that the companion of Muhammad, they accused their prophet what I'm typing here, that he stolen underwear. Allah, he decided to help him and support him. How? He sent him an email saying to him, it's not the Prophet who took the underwear. And this is chapter 3, verse 161. If you go to the interpretation, okay, of the verse, chapter 3, the funny is the chapter 3 is about Alu Imran, the family of Imran, the father of Mary, supposedly. And then we find there is verses there about the Muslims accusing their prophet of stealing a panty. I mean, what the heck is that? The prophet here is the best historian who organized section. Like, you know, the book is very organized. So here it says, let me zoom for you. Most of you are not good, you know, sharp like eyes like me. When some red velvet cloth went missing, some red velvet clothes went missing. And now this red velvet, by the way, enter history, because until now it's missing. And until now there is many historians, they are digging in the mountains of Alaska, trying to find where is the red velvet, the panty, because in case you do not know, Alaska used to be in Saudi Arabia. And when the Prophet of Allah, he split the moon, he split, you know, Saudi Arabia. So part swim with the ice and part stay with the sand. The one start with the sand is the cold now today, Saudi Arabia. The one, you know, the Russian and the American they took, it's called Alaskana. Okay, that's why they, like, you know, if you go to the capital, it's called ice cream. Why? Because when people go there right away, because it's so icy, and you know, right, ice and scream, like they scream, you know, you know, it's so cold. True story. Thank you. Page 1. Okay, by the way, I did not even finish page 1 from our story. All right, just to be honest with you. Page 1, you know, is helping. So this is the true story, and I hope you people are taking note. So did historian report about the prophet being accused, the only prophet in the world who has been accused of stealing underwear? Nobody report. You know, Mujahid, you know, don't give me purple robe. You know, your prophet was accused of stealing underwear. You know what I like about Muslims? They get upset, but they don't answer. Did the Mujahideen, did the companion accuse your prophet of a theft or no? The answer in front of you. Let us go back and continue our topic where I stopped in the middle of nowhere. Okay, let's go back, continue about history and what the historian they found about Prophet Muhammad, which really nobody was able to find ever, never ever. Now we did talk about. We did not talk about that yet. Let us talk about this one. If we ask Brother Mujahid here, why Prophet Muhammad, he ordered the Muslims who they are Arab to color their hair red. Are you there, Brother Mujahid? I would like to see your answer. I will put in the screen. Prophet Muhammad is the first prophet in history who forbid women from taking hair from their face. And he cursed them and he said, Allah will send you to hell if you take hair from your eyebrows. Why? Because you are changing the way Allah He made you look like. However, if you are a man and a Muslim, you can color your hair and beard red. I am not qualified to answer why, so I'm going to ask Muhammadan to tell us why. Any Muhammadan can tell us why? Anyone? So I wonder why historian did not mention such an amazing thing that the Prophet is the first one who did come with such a thing. He forbid them from coloring their hair black, and he forced them, like the best thing to do, to make it red. And look how handsome, very handsome. All right, let us continue. Guys, should we take a break? I think I should take a break. Yeah, many of you, by the way, think when I say I'm going to take a break, mean I'm going to stop talking. No. When we take a break, you know, we as the Muslims, when we take a break, we talk about something beautiful and something nice. Okay? We are going to take a break. So let us talk about something beautiful. Okay, here. Historian reported that Prophet Muhammad, he is the first one who discovered an island. It's called Cyprus. In the time of Muhammad, it used to be called Sabrina. And in some other time, they used to call it Sri Lanka. So the Messenger of Allah said, one day, from the pulpit, when some people were sailing in the sea, their food was finished. Guys, are you ready? This is, I don't know, this will take like 2 hours. You know why? Okay, hold on. I mean, I hate it when somebody, his name is Death by Chocolate, is trying to correct me in history. I mean, if chocolate can kill you, what you will do with me? I can kill you in 2 seconds. Then, you know, come on, don't go there. Don't try to argue with me. You will lose. Nobody can debate me. Once I debated myself, I lost. So listen, brother. Focus, like focus, man, focus, focus in the hocus pocus. Unbelievable. People, man, you can. It's hard. It's hard to make people to listen and believe, and you know. So anyway, back to the true story. Where we stop? Yeah. So here in the story, brother, this is Sahih Hadith. So when some people were sitting in the sea, their food was finished. Now I don't know if you experience ever to be in the sea, and your food is finished. The only one can tell us about that is you know, this guy. You might think that this guy is Jack Sparrow, Alexander the Great, because I told you he's Alexander the Great. No, this is the true. His name is the Karkane. Karkane, look, Karakane, you know. So he was in the sea, and they are out of food and they cannot eat. So you know, and this guy, he ate their food. Like he make a hole in the ship from Gog and Magog, and he took all the food. Like, do you see those things? He put it inside the ship. He don't need to go inside the ship. He make holes, you know. He have a drill, so he make holes, and he like his beard is made like from YouTube. This is where the word YouTube is coming from, the tube, okay, and he YouTube with it. This is how they eat, and I mean, you might like it, not like it. This is how he YouTube, and this is where the word YouTube is coming from. So here, you know, they call him Davy Jones. The fact he have nothing to do with Jones. Jones is a good man. I know him, you know, Davy Jones. Good luck with that. It's false history. So you know, like he make a tube, and he YouTube, and he suck the food, and now the ship have no food. Okay, let us go back to the story. This is not the story. Where is the story? Okay, so when some people were sitting in the sea, their food was finished, and an island appeared to them. Look at this. The island was not there. The island was not even there. Appear. They went out seeking bread. I remember once I was in the sea, and I saw an island, you know. It was this island in the North Pole. So I said to myself, let me stop and get some bread. Because, you know, we are Arab, we need to eat bread. I mean, what you can do about it? Bread is every nation, they have their weakness. Arab, they have a weakness for bread. Indonesian, they have a weakness for rice. Filipinos, they have weakness for balut. Korean, they have weakness for kimchi. That's it. It's a rule of life. Rule of life. So now they are in the middle of the ocean and they are of food. And what is the food they are seeking? Bread. That's it. Because if you eat bread, you know. So they were met by Jassasa. Who is the Jassasa? The Antichrist spy. That's deep. That's, see, now we are going to action. James Bond. Okay? We are who? Antichrist spy. You know, historians, they did not notice that spies exist from long time ago. Ignorant people didn't know better. But time, my friend, and history always repeat itself. I'm going to show you what happened. Okay, so they came to the island, and then I'm trying to find you authentic source, because you know, like, we don't like to show things is not true. Okay. Okay, I think we come with something reliable. All right. So when they come to the island, brother, they found a Jassasa spy. If you look with me in this picture here, which is, by the way, very authentic, I get my friend, he worked as a photographer, and he is the one who, you know, he took a picture, you know, of the Antichrist, the beast. So anyway, can you please debate a Muslim? So what we are doing here? Well, all those years we are debating Muslims, and you're asking me, can you debate a Muslim? So what I was doing for the last century? Unbelievable. Like, can you please debate a Muslim as if I am like, I don't know what to say. So anyway, let us go back to the topic, man. People, Jassasa is a beast. The Antichrist is a beast too, but he's a man. He is covered by hair, a lot of hair. So this is a Jassasa, which is a spy for the Antichrist. And she looked like, you know, like, I don't know how to describe it. You know, I just asked how to describe it. Okay, I will like, it's like, it looked like Biden is coming from the election. So anyway, the story here says that when they arrived, they met a Jassasa, which is the Antichrist spy. And I said to Abu Salama, what is a Jassasa? He replied, a woman trailing the hair of her skin and her head, she said, in the castle. What the heck is that? In the castle? What is that? Anyway, to make the story short, Prophet Muhammad, because he is not a person you can fool, he did not believe this story. He just took it as it is. Oh, sorry. I better stop today. Don't you have enough, guys, history? Like, be honest with me, man. Didn't you? Don't you have history enough? I mean, today restaurant history. By the way, I can put like words together like the Quran. Like, don't you have restaurant is enough history? To tomorrow, today. You know, if you look at the how the words are coming, it's inspiration by Anza Jibreel. That's why you can't understand anything. Do we have any Muslim have any historian they spoke about Prophet Muhammad? Did they speak about the Babylon Tower? Anyway, this guy, we can go read later to the Babylon Tower. Uh, where is the story here? Huh. Here you see how Muhammad, he takes stories from a guy, his name Tamim Dari. So Muhammad, he says, Verily Tamim Dari narrated a story to me, and it made me happy. Oh, Muhammad, get happy. Why? So I wanted to narrate it to you. What he narrated to me? Okay. Some people among the inhabitants of Palestine, it says in Arabic here, Palestine, it says Palestine. Among the inhabitants of Palestine, it says, some people among the inhabitants of Palestine traveled by the boat in the sea, taking them here and there until it cast them on an island. Look, the story changed now. The first story was that those people, they were out of food and they were looking for bread. The story here about the same people, but no, the island, it's not like the other island, and the water was taking them here and there. So it took them to an island among the islands at the sea. There they found a beast, clothed with its hair flowing out, and they said, "What are you?" By the way, if you see a beast, it's normal to speak to beast, especially at that days. At that days, beast they speak like, what are you? And they like, and those Arab Palestine at that Hamas, they ask her, what are you? Because they assume that she understands their language. Okay. Where is the water? I need water. I mean, too much lies, man. Too much lies. You lose your. We are here for how long? 1 hour and 8 minutes. Should we stop? Let's finish the story. So anyway, what are you? She said, I am Al Jassasa. And they said, give us some news. Like, what the heck? This is the first CNN in history, fake news. Have you ever heard of a human being speaking to an animal and asking the animal to give us some news? So Prophet Muhammad is the first one who received such an information. Give us some news. Like, hey, tell me what's up. It said, I shall not say to you any news, nor I want any of your news. Here things is getting complicated. Here things is getting complicated. She don't want to tell them news, and she don't want to hear their news. Put yourself in their shoes. Oh, man. Now, I will try my best to be friendly with you. according to the story, and according to the true reference, which nobody really knows except Prophet Muhammad, this woman, she is very hairy, but she is a beast. Okay, I hope now you understand the situation. You are a woman wearing hijab, and you are hairy. She is covered by hair. Hair is everywhere. I know many of you here are very hairy. Who of you here, his real name is Harry Potter? This is where the story coming from of Harry Potter. Harry Potter, obviously, he is not even a male. He is a hairy female. Okay, and they want to make him like famous, you know, those kuffar. So they told her, you are hairy, and you know you can work as a Potter in the movie, and nobody will notice that you are Harry Potter. So anyway, Al-Jassasa, she told them, I don't want to hear your news, and I don't want to tell you any news. And then she told them the weather, the stock market, what they will have for lunch. And hey, Muslims. So historian, they spoke about Prophet Muhammad. Shall we continue? I mean, I need a century to finish all his stupid stories. And you are talking about historian? Are you serious? Historian, they spoke about Prophet Muhammad? Huh? Did they speak about Prophet Ali too? You know, the Shia, they have a lot of things which is really nice. And I don't know, I think many men of you would like to practice it, to have boys. There's a guy, he came to the Imam, and he told him, my wife, she have 7 girls. I want to have boys. He said to him, each time when you are boom, boom, boom with her from her behind, spank her loud and shout, Ali, ya Ali. So the guy, he went home. He made his wife bend over, alhamdulillah, and he started doing boom, boom. And he spanked her, and he screamed when he spanked her 7 times, Ya Ali. And brother, you believe it or not, she gave 7 kids after that. All of them, they are boys. All of them. And all of them, this person, he called them Donald Trump. I mean, I want to know where in the world the Muhammadan, they get their stories from. And then they say to you, do you know what historian they said? Historian about Muhammad? This is your history books. It's written by your hands, Muslims. This is history books written by your hands. The guy, he spanked his wife 7 times while he is doing boom, boom. And then she gave him 7 boys. So what happened if he spanked her 10 times then? Oh boy. I hope I will not be the reason for spanking today in the bedroom. Like, you know, did you hear what Christian Prince, he said tonight or tomorrow in the morning? You know what he said? He said, if I spank you, you will have a boy be boy. Okay, hold on. You know, like, I don't like it when those kuffar, they make a mockery. I don't like it. Look, we have this guy, his name is what? Just in. Excuse me, I can read English better than yours, okay? You might tell me your name is Justin. No, the origin name, we are the historian, we are the Arab. Your origin name is just in, okay? All right. So just in, listen to me carefully. You just get in, man. You just get in and now you are making comment. What's wrong with you? I mean, if your name is like way in long time and I can't take it. I can let it happen, but I cannot take it no more. Like your name is just in, and you are telling me one spank, one kid. What's wrong with that? It is basic mathematics. One spank, one, one in. Unbelievable. May Allah forgive you for that, for your for your pathetic you know mistake. Oh boy, I someone asked me. He says, "Do you write script before you go live?" Absolutely. I just wrote just in. Unbelievable, unbelievable. Prophet Muhammad, an historian. And what? An historian. What historian they said about Prophet Muhammad? A lot of things. Any Muslim have a comment? Anyone? Any Muhammadan? You're welcome, Justin. I hope you are not offended, my friend. I love you, my brother. Yeah, let me take your name off, man. Come on. Like your wife, she will show up and she sees your name. One spank, one kid. Guys, imagine. Justin, his wife, she go in the room, look at his computer, and she found in the screen his name, Justin. And he is saying in big font. One spank, one kid. She will call the police for domestic violence. I can't breathe no more. God have mercy on me. Tell them, police, yes, please. My husband been told domestic violence by Christian Prince. I asked him why you want to spank. He said we want to have one spank, one kid. And how many kids you want to make today? 100. Oh boy, I'm going to die from laughing. That's it. I cannot continue. Honestly, I'm sweating. Oh, man, I just took a shower. I'm literally sweating. Now, no details. Slicey. I mean, slicey. Do you have to slice the information? I mean, look, Arabian Prophet. What part should we should be spanked? Slicing. I mean, your name is a slicer. You need to slice it, like like in details, like where, what finger, how many fingers, and then the side and the right, like safa. Don't slice it. Just take it as it is. Come on, man. Unbelievable. What happened with those people? Like everybody, he make a comment fit with his name. Unbelievable. True story. Okay, guys. Don't forget to subscribe in case you did not. And if you did, don't forget to unsubscribe. Because Allah, He says, bad deed can be cancelled by good deeds. So subscribing to me is a bad deed. Unsubscribe, Allah will give you double deeds. Calculate your numbers. Subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, subscribe, unsubscribe, unsubscribe. You end of the day, you will have like 1,000 deeds from doing nothing except clicking and clicking, clicking and clicking, clicking. Unbelievable. Wisdom, and dumb of Islam. Wisdom. I think it's enough for today. We better finish here, otherwise the story is going to be overrated. Oh, very overrated. Did we have a good time, guys? Who here did not have a good time? If you don't have a good time, just please make a complaint. Please. We Arab, we are very democratic. I will tell you, my cousin Saddam Hussein, He listened to everybody. Okay, and he is all hearing and he is all friendly. uh, uh, oh boy. What his name? Yeah, let us see, let us see. What's the name of the guy who make the movie, the Borat, you know Borat? We are very, very democratic, very democratic people. We listen to you carefully. We take what you say for granted, and we always answer your request. So, in case you think that we are not democratic, in case, you know, somebody told you false information, the Prophet Muhammad was a bad man, you should not believe them. We have a million proof that the Prophet Muhammad, he is the first one, historian proof. He established democracy. Like, yes, the Prophet Muhammad, he said like this, like his finger, like cut his neck, but he is not talking about cut his neck. He's talking about, I have nice finger. And all the historian around the world, they witness for Prophet Muhammad. He's handsome. There's a video, it's called Description of Prophet Muhammad. The guy was walking in the street in the middle of the night. By the way, this is reported by history. So he looked at the Prophet, he looked at the moon. He looked at the Prophet, he looked at the moon. He looked at the Prophet, he looked at the moon. He spent the day doing that, almost morning. I look at the Prophet, look at the moon, look at the Prophet, look at the moon, and he says, Allah, the Prophet is more beautiful than the moon. And this was true until they made a telescope. And then they found that the moon looked really ugly and it have a lot of pimples. And since then, the Muslims, they stopped using that story. uh, what is the age of the marriage of Bible? Well, Jesus said that the man will leave his family, his parents, and will be living with his women. Women. Do you know what women mean? Even dogs, they sniff the female before they jump on her. So you Muslim, you need somebody to tell you even the age. You're a prophet, he had sex with a child. You like it or not? What is the age of in the Bible? And this is reported in history. The only prophet who have sex with the children, prophet, have sex with the children is Prophet Muhammad. Christian blends. What is the age of marriage in the Bible? Huh? What is the age of marriage? Abdul, nobody do what your prophet do. Look, I want to show you history now. History talking. We forget about Aladdin now. History, as an example. You know, before I, I grew up, I don't know how to clean myself, honestly. I don't know how, to take a shower. And then I start learning about Islam. And then, you know, I said to myself, it must be there is a way, some way, to find how to clean yourself. There is no way that the Prophet of Allah, but then I read a book of history, that the first book in history, who first historian, he wrote about Prophet Muhammad. It was not Aladdin. No, no, no. Okay? Guys are really funny. I mean, this is not even funny no more. The first, historian was the historian. Everybody know him. This historian, the historian. So when Prophet Muhammad, he, he, so like I don't know, and then they know. So the books of history, they written a lot of things about Prophet Muhammad, and then like he oh, look at this one. Now I know why the Prophet, he says attack the Romans so you can get the blonde girls. Those are the blonde girls Prophet Muhammad was talking about. The only prophet who he said attack the neighbors so we can't get the blonde girls is a prophet. Look how prophet he is, man. Attack the Roman so we can get the blonde girls. What about the black hair girls? No wonder since then the Roman, they start coloring their hair, all of them. You know, I have a neighbor. His name is Romance. I said, hey Romance, you are a Roman, right? He said, yeah. I said, how come your wife, she is not a blonde? He said, don't speak loud. I said, what? He said, historian, they told us that Prophet Muhammad, he ordered his men to attack us so they can get the blonde girls. And since then, all our women, they color their hair black. I said to him, what about your daughter? Her hair is purple. What happened? Why she is purple? In case you do not know what purple is, I lost my voice. I better stop burbling. One man, he claimed Christians they kill. What do you mean we kill? Why not? If you see me yesterday, the mosquito after mosquito after mosquito after mosquitoes. And by the way, according to Islam, mosquitoes are Muslims. So now the Muslim, they will accuse me that I killed Muslims. According to the Quran, even goats are Muslims. According to Muhammad, Allah will judge between two goats in the day of judgment because they are Muslims. According to the Quran, Allah, he gave the book to all animals who fly or who creep or who walk in the earth. Oh boy. So what Christian, killed, what does that mean? Who said? Who said? See, when people they speak about killing, they are hypocrite. Every army in the world, they kill to defend themselves. And this is what we do. If somebody attack my home, I will make him shish kebab, hummus, falafel guaranteed. In the best scenario, barbecue. Chapter 38, chapter 6, sorry, verse number 38. Saying, not even one animal in this earth, not even one. Not even one. Nor a flying creature with two wings, but they are people like you. They are peoples like you. We have neglected nothing in the book. Then into their Lord will be gathered. You read the interpretation, you will see that Muhammad is telling the Muslims that in the judgment day, Allah will judge between the animals. Once I ask a Muslim, okay, it says fly with two wings. I don't know if we can consider the mosquito, but let us say mosquito. Allah will judge the mosquito for what? He said, for sucking your blood. And then he took it back, by the way. He said, in your case, your blood is halal. Oh boy. No, I was killing mosquitoes, not Muslims. Come on. So here we notice, how stupid is religion and how the Muslims always try to avoid our questions, which is, normal questions. They don't know what to say. They don't know how to hide it. They don't know how to duct tape. This religion is a duct tape religion. You come to us and you say, historian, they wrote about Prophet Muhammad. Did they read this? Did they see this? When I talk about learning how to wash myself, I learned how to wash myself from whom? From Prophet Muhammad. Look how Prophet Muhammad, he washed himself. Look, mashallah, mashallah. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri, Abu Sa'id al-Khudri reported, people ask Messenger of Allah, why you are performing evolution out of the will of bid'ah, which will, which menstrual clothes, dead dogs, and stinking things were thrown in. Did the historian write down that your prophet Muhammad is the first man who claimed to be a prophet, who taught Muslims to do ablution? He do ablution by stinky garbage, sewage, water. Not only garbage, I mean even garbage is a cleaner. You don't find in garbage what we see here. You don't go in the garbage, you will find dead dogs. You don't. You don't find in the garbage ministration. You will not find in the garbage, you will find the stinking things if they stay there for long. So all those is where your prophet, he take a shower. And then you say to me, historian, they wrote. I find it very hypocrite from you Muslims, because if the historian, they will write about Muhammad, they should write the most important things, which is what is written in your book. He fly in the top of a flying donkey. He asked the donkey, he is the first prophet who asked a donkey if he liked females. He is the first prophet who find that donkeys are gays and they don't like females, because the donkey answer says, no, we don't like females. Huh? Suleima Valo is asking question. She is having okay, Suleima, do you understand English? Do you understand English? If you understand English, why you are typing in Arabic? Because if I explain to you in English, then you won't understand. So I don't know what you are talking about. When a Muslim, he asks you a question, what some Christian they do, like a Muslim, he asks question about a verse in a chapter. Well, did he read the chapter? Just a verse? If you have the Muslim, let him come here and let us see how good he is. And then we will discuss the verse he is asking for. And here I ask myself always, why someone claim to be Christian do not know how to explain a verse in the Bible? Why I will be able to explain it and you cannot? Are you a fake Christian? Is your brain in vacation? Did you read it? Did you study it? Did you read the whole chapter? I find it very embarrassing that when somebody, he claim or he say he's a Christian, and then he says, I cannot answer this question. You see, the Bible is not the same as the funny, stupid Quran. The language Jesus he spoke is very simple, very easy. However, I will be happy if you have somebody, he have a question, let him come here, and we will deal with the person as he wish. All right? Did I answer you, Salima? And secondly, when you mentioned to me, Luke, I can't even read your numbers. Which one is first? Which one is? I don't know what you are saying. Use English, because in my screen they appear wrongly. I don't know how they appear in your screen. Do we have any Muslim here want to say anything? Yeah, type the question in English. What he said to you. All right. And if he is here, let me know. Uh, anyone have a question here? So everything about this man is wrong. I mean, look, he take a shower with dead dogs, women blood from period. And why in the world you want to do that? What is the reason? Isn't it clear that this person, he is suffering from mental illness? This is, Muslim, they will say to you, it's a well of water. This is a dirty water. It's not a well of water. It says well. This is a dry well of water. This is why garbage. You see, you are in the desert. Nobody will throw garbage and dead dogs in water. Water there is priceless. So this is an empty hole where all the sewage water from the water of washing and garbage is thrown in it. Why in the world Muhammad want to take shower with that? There's any reason? The only reason I see that this man is suffering from mental illness. And you will notice that people, they are asking him, what are you doing? If what he is doing is something normal, nobody will ask the question. You see, when you do something normal, nobody will be wondering what are you doing. When you do something abnormal or not normal, then they will wonder, what the heck are you doing? And what is the answer of Muhammad says? He says, water is pure, always pure, and nothing make it impure. Who in the world want to believe in such a thing? Is it true that water is always pure and nothing make it impure? So now if we take the Muslim, they say that the dog saliva is bad, dirty. If we take one drop of the dog saliva and we drop it in your drink, Muslims, is the water always pure? There's a hadith about a woman. She came many times. She committed adultery, and she said, well, yeah, there's a story like that. There's a story about a man. There's a story about a woman, but you wonder always how those stories can be accurate, and why Muhammad even he will break the law of Allah and he will say he will ignore her. It doesn't make sense, because if he is a prophet of Allah and he have to do the command of Allah, he cannot be selective in who is going to be stoned and who is not. You know what I mean? This is additional proof that the man is mental. You made a law, the one who committed adultery should be stoned. The man, he admit, or the women admit. Do you do it or not? Why you do it with somebody else? You don't do it with those. Maybe there is a relative, maybe they are known to him, maybe there is something fishy about this man. But a person who is presenting God, you see in the Bible, in the Old Testament, there's a man, a Jewish man. He made a promise that if we have victory, I will slaughter the first thing I see. But in his mind, he thought he's talking about his animals. If the first thing we see is his maybe goat, sheep. So they won. And the first thing he saw, it was his daughter. The daughter and the father, they agree that he should keep his promise to the Lord. You might say this is extreme, but this is the different. This man is not even a prophet of God. He's not even a priest. He promised the first thing he see, he is going to kill, to slaughter. He killed his daughter. So how about a man? He was sent by God to practice Allah and this law for every human being. And then suddenly he is selective. As an example, when the daughter of Muhammad married from Ali, Ali wanted to marry a second wife. What Muhammad he said? Not my daughter. A prophet of God, he made a law that a Muslim man he can have up to 4 wives according to Muslims. Why Ali cannot have 4? What do you mean you cannot do that to my daughter? Are we following? A prophet of God, he practiced the law on the believers. It doesn't matter who is the believer. Then we go to Muhammad. Every Muslim can marry only 4. How many, Muhammad? Unlimited. Tons of a privilege. All of them, they are about sex, money, even his location in heaven. Privilege. Allah and the angels and every believer, were praying for him. Jesus himself, who we believe he is our Lord, is it true that he did wash the feet of his followers? Is it true? He did. He did not ask for any privilege. Imagine you are the one who can make the blind see, you can heal the sick, you can resurrect people from death. How much power you have and what you can get in return. People not only obeying him, they worshiping him. He did not ask for any privilege. Instead, he warned his disciples, if they don't let him wash their feet, they don't belong to him. And he did taught them that you cannot be a master unless you are a servant. The Muslim, they keep saying to us, Muhammad is a servant of Allah. How you are the servant of Allah and you have extra wives, extra money, the fifth of every attack to the Prophet, the unlimited number of women, they can offer themselves to the Prophet do not need to pay wages for the women. I mean, everything is exception about him. There's a law for all mankind and there's a law for Muhammad. And here you know that he is a false cult leader. All cult leaders, they want from you 2 things: your money and your women. All of them. And history always repeats itself. Always. They will not say no to a woman when I sleep with them, like now he's a prophet of God, So the woman, she will think she is naive, maybe. He will take advantage of everybody. Like we heard about many people who claim to be priests. The Lord, he warned us about people who will come to you in the clothes of a sheep, but they are wolves. And Muhammad is no different. Muhammad did not even wear the clothes of a sheep. He is wolf from the beginning. Until, since his wife, she died, Khadija, the rich woman, he never married any women until she died because she is the rich. He took her money and suddenly he started having women as many as he wished. There is a sentence we learn from the Bible where Jesus said, from their fruits you shall know them. I wish and I pray that all of us, we will take this sentence to be an example of our guideline. From their fruits. See, people, they can speak good. They can dress good. All liars in the world, they dress good, by the way. They have fancy clothes. But for sure, not everyone who dress nice and fancy or whatever is a liar. No. That's not what he's saying. But they dress in such a way so they can fool you. They want to make you believe that the appearance is the same as the inside. So if you are a fool, you believe them. The foolish of a human being, foolishness. Don't give me a speech about how good you are. What about show me your fruits? And we have the fruits of Muhammad and we have the fruits of Jesus. We have it. Do we need reading anymore? Explanation? We don't. The Muhammadan, they try to make Muhammad look like a fantastic man, but the fruits is there. Does Jesus support capital punishment? Capital punishment exists for a reason, and Jesus supported and I support it. Why not? The Lord, he said, the one who live by the sword shall die. So you kill, you will be killed. That is justice on earth, yet there is justice in heaven, in the judgment day. So why not? We as a Christian, we've been ordered to defend ourselves and to fight and even to go to war if we have to. Who said we are not? But we are not allowed to do evil. Jesus said, don't fight evil by evil. Don't be evil. People, they come with weird questions. They think that if you support capital punishment, that you are a bad person. Actually, Europe is being ruined because there's no capital punishment. Or what you are doing, you are increasing the numbers of criminals who they cannot change. A child rapist, you let him out in the street again, what he would do? He will rape again. I mean, the guy, he did it first time, second time, third time, fourth time. What's wrong with you? Why you let him go in the street? European, they lost their mind. They became so stupid to the point they cannot recognize that there is reason for this punishment. And now because you say, you know what, if you do those things, we will not kill you anyway. So they do it again. And now these days, jail became like 5-star hotel. TV, health insurance. I don't have health insurance. If I go to jail, I have health insurance. Can you believe it? I am a free citizen. I pay my tax. I don't have health insurance. If I go to jail in America, I will have a doctor, and I will not wait for a week to see him. We have our friend here saying, hold on, not you, Andrew, sorry, but it's a friendly fire. Tony saying, I would like to talk to you face to face, to have a coffee. My friend, thank you very much. But we are here, you know, the face to face or not doesn't make any change. Prison and jail is a business. I know, I agree with you. I agree. Actually, in USA, the jail is run by companies. And this is why there's many judges. They put people in jail for any reason, just to make more money, you know. Anyway, so if somebody come to you and says, oh, are you Christian allowed to go for war? Why not? Who said we don't? Who said we don't? They attack the crusade. The crusade are the best of us. They are the one who stand to defend the women and the children from the attack of the Muslims. Who said we are not? Who of you would allow somebody to come to his house and rape his wife? This is not what the Lord, he said. The Bible is full of stories about defending yourself. Arabian Prophet, can you discuss about Allah, if this name of God or word of God? My friend, I think you used to be a Muslim, right? So you know that Allah is a name for the Muslims. Isn't the Quran, first verse says, in the name of Allah? And isn't it the Muslim, they say Shahada, says there is no God but Allah? So if the word Allah is word mean God, then they should say there's no Allah but Allah. But the Muslims don't say that. They say no God but Allah. So it is, you know, this is a name. And the name actually is not Allah. The name is Allah. Allah. And we have tons of videos about it before. You can watch them. Thank you, Simon, my friend. I apologize if I did not answer you and you said something to me in the chat. You know, I find it very funny that in some YouTube channels, like they have the super chat, right? So if you donate money, your question is the first. This is the only one they see. Isn't it that fun? I was watching a video, you know, about people overseas. So they said, if you like your question to be answered, make super chat. I mean, people, they have no shame. What Allah is made, male or female? Well, according to the Quran, Allah is a male, obviously, because it says it is He 1,000 times. In the top of that, it says, if Allah, how Allah can have a son if you don't have a girlfriend? If Allah is not a male, why they are saying girlfriend if you don't have a girlfriend? So obviously he's a male. Even though the Muslim, they try to deny that you know, explanation, but it's there. All right. Any other question? Is your book available in Greek? No, my friend, but if you are willing, you can translate my books. If you care for the Greek people, there is somebody he promised he will translate, but he's gone. People, they promise. I have my books translated to all languages almost, but you know, still there's a lot of languages. I mean, the major languages: Chinese, Russian, English, Spanish, Portuguese, Indonesian, you name it. I mean, but there is some languages, no, yeah, not yet. If you like to, you know, translate, let me know. Somebody said, hold on, we called the wrong person. CP, some crusade looted and raped some of their enemy as well. First of all, who is the one who is writing the history of those crusades? The enemy? How you know? Secondly, let us say such a thing happened. Those are criminals. But the purpose of the crusade is not that. In the same time, there is savage people. This is not what what they've been taught to do. There's people who are savage. It's possible. It is possible. But you cannot label the crusade with something evil to be all of them they are evil, because maybe, which is not, nobody can confirm, but we have Muslim books saying that Muhammad, he raped, and his followers, they raped the Christians, they killed their men, they took the children's. History, my friend, the one who make it is the one who write it these days and before. Do you understand? So now time will come, and if the Muslim became superior in the world, what they will say about Christian Prince? They will write the history they want. Hitler, as an example. If Hitler was the winner in the war, do you think he will find one person there to speak against the fascist and the Nazi? Be honest. Do you think he will find one book of history speaking against Hitler? They will not. They will say the opposite. They will say he was wonderful, he is the amazing, he is the founder of whatever, you know. He lost. That's the truth. He lost. The one who win the war is the one who write history. History is not what happened. History is who wrote it. Do we understand? All of those liberals, they hate the Christians and they hate anything about them. So the crusade, I mean, this is what they teach kids in the school. The crusade are bad, right? Uh, okay. I answer, I called you 6 times in Skype. My friend, you have to do it 7 times and you have to shout your Ali. You have to do it. You have to shout your Ali and spank your wife 7 times. So then you can answer, you in Skype. You think, you stupid son of Muta. You think I'm in Skype 24 hours, 7 days a week, you stupid idiot. Christian Prince, I call you 6 times. How many times I said I'm not using Skype, you idiot? So you call me in Skype when I'm not there. Go change your name, potato, son of Muta. Go change it, make it, you know, the prophet, he take a shower with dead dogs. That would be better. You expose me. You know, you expose me. What about you do this? You go and you call this guy Daniel and says, me and you, we will join together an army and debate Christian Prince. Is that fair? And bring Mimi and Susu and Dudu with you. The whole team, the whole band. You are so little. You are a lizard. I mean, even your God, Allah, his enemy is a lizard. This is how small he is. Have you ever heard of a God, his enemy is a lizard? You see, your enemy is your size. Let us make it clear. Imagine there's a giant, he want to fight an ant. Your enemy is your size. In Arabic, we have a poet. It says, in the eye of the great, great things become small. In the eye of the small, small things become great. So your God is so small to the point he came with the belief that his enemy is a lizard, the enemy of Allah. And if you kill him from the first shot, you will get extra reward. This is religion. Yeah, the size of your enemy is the size of you. Lizard is a good animal. Exactly. You see, actually, lizard is very useful, you know, to control the population of insect, mosquitoes, harmful things. They are exist for a reason. All those animals are exist for a reason. So if we kill them, we break the balance of this earth. Oh, Mimi Hijab is always welcome. This is the lizard. The coward, he says he want to debate Christian Prince. I called him. Where is the debate? Did you say that? Hang up on him. They were very intimidated to the point they were not there to let me have time to ask a question. Because they knew if we have a debate, real debate, what will happen. Exactly, يا يحيى. وتصغر في عين العظيم الكبائر. Yeah. Anyone have a question? Anyone? Okay. Well, Today we have a good time laughing about what the Muslim they claim that historian they wrote about Muhammad. If Muslim they want to write about history, the history is written in your book. We do not need historian. The prophet who made a lizard convert to Islam, the prophet who rocks say assalamu alaikum to him, the prophet who was bewitched by somebody taking hair from his ass. This is history written in your books. The prophet who ordered adult women to give their breast to adult mature person. That's your books. This is history, proving that this man is mentally ill. There's nobody in the world who want to do this. Ordering a woman to give her breast to do what? To do breastfeeding for an adult? In which religion is that? We have million reasons to believe he is a mentally ill person. I challenge any Muhammadan to tell us, what is the reason really to make a woman give her breast to adult? Go ahead. Just, here we go. Give us a reason. It's in front of you. And then the wife of Muhammad, she was practicing that. She ordered her sisters and her nieces, anyone want to enter upon her, they have to suckle him and he have to suck their breast 10 times. Virgil, can you unblock me in Skype? Who are you to unblock you? And how you think I know who you are? Can you unblock me in Skype? What a nose, people. This guy, he think in my Skype I have like one name. I have a million names. How in the world I will know who you are? Next time, please do the hadith of the Prophet clean his butt with 3 rocks. Okay, that will make it a very stinky time. Should we open the camera too? Maybe we can get somebody to show us how to do it. All right. My debate with Mimi Hijab, I never debated him. The coward, you see, the debate is where you ask and they ask, you know, they're equal, right? Did you say that? Hang up. Did you say that? Hang up. They were so much intimidated to the point they were afraid. 6, 7 people, they gather and they put my speaker, the speaker, they put it far away from the microphone. So whatever I say, people will not hear it. They are cowards, you know, they are literally cowards. They are just terrified. You know, this guy, Mimi, he debate everybody. With me, he will never do it. All of them. All of them, they want to debate Apostle Prophet. They line up to talk to him. And even Apostle Prophet, who is not really, I mean, that much skilled, I mean, even this guy, he made them a joke. Isn't it? This is the guy who asked Mimi Hijab, ask this guy Daniel, which one, what do you think about slavery? So he said, which one is better, to own somebody or to rent somebody? To own or to rent? Yeah, my friend, we are always victorious. If the Lord is with me, who could be against me? And this is why they fear it. When they see someone is very confident and he have the knowledge, and he is not hesitating, he is not politically correct, and he is willing to say and do what it takes to say a truth, they escape the person. Let me in, I will destroy you. I thought you did already. I mean, that's really funny that all this time you did not destroy me yet. Don't you think you are too late? And your name is Rufus Bulldog? You know, my friend, your mother, she gave you a perfect name. May Allah bless her. Uh, yeah. Your mother, she gave you a name for a reason, I guess. She knows she slept with who. And the son is the same as his father. Right? Bulldog. Nobody knows who is your father except your mother. This is the truth. You know, there's a Abdul. I told you this story before. This guy, he decided to get married. He found a girl, he liked her, he loved her. So he went to his dad and he said, Dad, I found a girl. She's so beautiful. I love her. He said, wonderful. My son, this is my dream. Let us ask for her hand. He went there. You know, he said to him, let us give him her name. What's her name? So he told his father, he said, no, 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 no. The son, he said, what happened? What happened to you? Your face had changed. What? No. He said, son, it's time to tell you the truth. When I was in your age, I was a troublemaker. This is your sister. The guy, he said, what? This girl is my sister? I was dating. He said, yeah. Then the guy, you know, he got upset and said, oh, he can't do. His sister, she can't marry her. 2 months, 3 months, 4 months, I know, he found another girl. He came to his dad, you know, the Middle Eastern tradition. You ask your dad to ask for the hand of the girl. He told him again, I found a girl. The guy, he's so happy for you. Yeah, I see, forget about your sister, the one you liked before. This one, let us go. What's her name? So he told him the name. He said, no, 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 no. Why? She's your sister. Anyway, to make the story short, otherwise we continue until tomorrow. Each time he give him a name, he find a girl to marry. The father, he say, you cannot marry her because she is your sister. This guy, he grow a beard like Mimi Hijab. He don't go out. He don't meet anyone. That's it. What he would do? Each time he see a girl, she is his sister. So the mother, she noticed her son changed. He don't go out. He don't listen to music. He have a beard. He's always sleeping. So she came to the room and said, son, what is the problem? He said, Mom, I cannot tell you. That will hurt. She's telling me what the problem. He said to her, what's happening? Each time he find a girl to marry, his father tell him, this is your sister. So the mother, she said to him, son, go and marry any girl you want. Who told you that he is your dad? And that is Muhammad, who was born 4 years after his father's death. And yet the Muslim, they say his father's name is Abdullah. How he is Abdullah and he will go to hell? Slave of Allah. So, my friend, the one who your mother called you bulldog, now we know who is your father. Yeah, the poor kid, each time he find a girl, she is his sister. It turned to be that none of them is sister because the mother, she is a whore like the father. Perfect family. Like Princess Diana and the one who became a king. I mean, do you see how horrible the world today? King. This guy is a king. He's a scumbag. His wife, she slept with the cook. She slept with the driver. I mean, king. Royal family. That's it. If you are rich, if you are from a wealthy family, you have authority. When you are a whore, they praise you. They call you princess. When you are a good woman, they step on you. A king. This is the truth. Yeah. Don't blame Diana for that. No, I will blame the driver, my friend. And you know, the funny is that this country, England, is very weird and so stupid. They were praising the Queen, Her Majesty, in the TV, all TV station. BBC, they are ripping her apart. I was listening to BBC in Arabic to see if there is have news. And the program, all of it is talking about how filthy the royal family, the BBC. I don't know if the stupid royal family, they knew even what they speak about them in Arabic. Unbelievable. Her Majesty the Queen and His Majesty the King and His Highness the Prince, and in Arabic in the BBC they are ripping them apart. How bad they are. Yeah. Have some respect to the dead. Okay, Lulu. You die, and I will respect you. Okay? Deal? You just die, and I will respect you, my friend. All right? So how come you don't say the same for Muhammad? Have some respect for the dead, CV. Are you playing Abdul now? So after the whore die, we say she was good? The whore is a whore. She's alive, she's dead, doesn't matter, my friend. Oh boy. Not anyway, you can die and I will respect you, I promise. I will go on your funeral and I say all the respect for you, my friend. You just died, huh? Okay. Finally you can earn my respect. All right. No, respect to the dead. I can say respect to the dead if the dead is a normal person, like every one of us. Okay, well, all of us we have. But when you are filthy and then they, they idolize you, they make you God, the whole TV stations, it's a show. It's a show. There's millions of people that die in this country, and nobody watched their funeral. Did you see their funerals? It took like this country, nobody died except one person. It's a show time. It is a show time. The royal family are for show. They are not really royal family. They have no authority. They are begging for money. They go visit the Middle East just to get gifts from the Arabian princes and prince. All right. I think it's time to go. I hope we have a good time. All of us, all of us, we commit sin. All of us. None of us is a person he can claim to be the honorable, But in this world today, if your son is a son of muta, like Joe Biden and his son, they have his computer, they have all the evidence that he is a fraud. It is 3 years, 4 years since they found the computer. Until now, nothing happened. But if it was your computer, you will be in hell. They will tear you apart. This is the truth. When a poor person, he commit a crime, the whole world is against him. When you are a person protected by the gangs, the politician, you are a hero. The son of this man, he fly in the airplane which is paid by us. The Ukrainian, they gave him a job to be the vice president of an petroleum company. I mean, this guy don't have anything to do with oil. $1 million, isn't it obvious? They can't even feed their kids. So when you are a poor person, just do a mistake and you will see what will happen to you. No mercy. When you are from those filthy, organized crimes, mafia, they call themselves politician. You have all the protection. If a postman did not deliver the mail, it's a crime. He would stay in jail for years. If you take a mail from a box of your neighbor, you might stay for 4 or 5 years in jail. It's a federal crime. Hillary Clinton, she deleted tens of thousands of emails and documents, and nobody questioned what happened, just to hide all the bribes. So anyway, I want to say all of you, thank you for being here. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, download my videos. And today we share with you what the historian they say about the most amazing prophet, the most hilarious, the most obvious, stupid, false prophet in history. His name is Muhammad. And I will make soon, when not now, when the election come, like the election in USA, I will make special broadcast about the election, and we as a Christian, we should vote for who. But from now, I say, you know, that I will never vote Democrat over my dead body. Never. Democrat for me, I am an immigrant, and you know that. They present for me the anti-freedom. They present for me the hypocrisy. They present for me the Antichrist. They present for me everything evil, whatever evil is. For whatever they stand for is against the Bible. So if you are a Christian and you vote for them, you are no Christian. I'm warning you. There's no Christian will vote for abortion. There's no Christian will vote for a president he called Muhammed who killed the Christians. And until now, 90% of our land been taken by Muhammad. There's no Christian will vote for those. All right? Both are corrupt, doesn't matter. You know, if let us say Trump is corrupt, but do we have other choice? Is there the third person? Do we have a third person? No. So we have only one person left. So if you don't vote for Trump or Republican, you are voting for the evil of Biden. You see, Salman Rushdie was stabbed in New York. Biden did not make a simple comment. A week before, he made a comment about killing Muslims. And America and hate crimes, and later we find that the one who was killing them was a Muslim. So don't tell me that it's the same. No, it's not. It's not. Those people, they are attacking Christianity non-stop. They are burning churches since they stopped the abortion. And nobody speak about it. If somebody burn a mosque, the whole crazy they will go. But burning church is okay. Graffiti in church is okay. Sarsour, just get lost. I mean, this guy, he come from the, you know, Mansour is like a kid, you know, it's like a piece of cotton. You put it in the ass of somebody is dead. And then he come back. There's a guy, he died. Maybe we should mention the story later, some other time. So he died, and they put him in the table. The Muslim, they wash the body, and they put a piece of cotton in his anus. Why? Because they don't want the dragon to go in the 99 snakes. A Muslim, he's smart. He said, this guy is not dead. And they said, what do you mean? He said, he's not dead. He said, how you know? So he took the cotton from the anus of the dead man, and he placed his finger to measure the temperature of the dead. And then he said, this is how I know. And then after that, every single person in the funeral, he started putting his finger in the anus of the man to discover if he's dead or alive. This is Mansour. And he's a prophet. Mansour want to provide us an evidence that his prophet is not dead. What is the proof? The anus of his prophet is still warm. Sarsour, the anus of your prophet is warm because he ate too much spicy food, not because he's alive. According to the hadith, his body stink, his belly became full of fart and gas, and he was exploding. And even his fingers, they shrink, and his nails became green. And yet Mansour will come back to us. You know what I find it funny? That the Muslim, from all the garbage of Muhammad, they don't see it, but they see the Trinity. Yesterday we played a video the day before of Ali Dawah. He says, why we need to understand everything? Why it have to be logical? Then Abdul, he come to you, says, is it the Trinity logical? Sarsoor, the anus cult. Okay, stop putting your finger there, Mansoor. It's time to put it somewhere else. Your mouth. Anyway, I want to say thank you guys for being here. It's time to go, and may the Lord bless you all. Until we see you soon again. Christ is Lord, and Muhammad is a fraud, and we prove it every day. Don't forget to download my videos soon. I'm going to do some cleaning, so most of my videos will go. So if you like to download them, do it before we take them down. Thank you. God bless you, and we'll see you soon.